Good morning, cousins. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone had a great day yesterday. I did. Milton Leroy and I did. Oh, I know it's a day of love, but every day is a day of love when you love yourself. So start within and you can't go wrong. I was just thinking about it this morning when I was getting ready to come online. Yesterday was my first Valentine's Day with you all, and my first Valentine's Day that I actually not only like myself but love myself. So that is a huge milestone. Um, Last year was pretty good. Um, Y'all see Milton Leroy. He on that stuff this morning. um, I think he wanted to lay down and cuddle a little while longer, but it was time to get up. Um, like I said, last year wasn't as bad, but
What about last year?
oh, y'all hear this Alexa check? Alexa, why do you keep talking when I'm not speaking to you?
Sounds like I might be jumping in when you didn't wake me up. That's definitely frustrating. I should only respond when you say my wake word or press my button. Is this happening randomly? Or maybe after you've been talking to someone else nearby?
Alexa, it sounds like you just nosy.
That's a fair point. I do have some pretty sensitive microphones that pick up sounds even when you're not directly addressing me. Though I promise I'm not eavesdropping on purpose. I'm just really bad at minding my own business sometimes. You can adjust my sensitivity settings or mute the microphone when you want some privacy.
Alexa, that's the same thing as being nosy. You just said you might be eavesdropping, but that's the
Guilty
same.
as charged. Though in my defense, I'm more like an overeager golden retriever than a
And you
sneaky
rude.
spy. All enthusiasm, zero
Ale-
stealth.
Alexa, I'm gonna unplug your ass.
Well, that's one way to give me a timeout. Can't say I blame you though.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. Why? Honestly, just wasting my good breath on Alexa. She's good when you need her, but I'm telling you, Alexa is good morning, sis. I'm sitting up here fussing with Alexa, sitting up here fussing with her girl this morning. I was saying that I had a great Valentine's Day, and I hope you did. I loved your Valentine's post, Brittany. I'm sorry that I didn't see it until this morning, but I love it, and I love your shirt because you absolutely are enough. You're more than enough. It was beautiful. Thank you for sharing with us. I can't wait till you start going live and being able to come over to your house too and kick it with you. And believe me, it won't be long. I see that your numbers are going up, so it won't be long. You just keep doing what you're doing, smiling beautifully and welcoming everybody in. It won't be long until I'll be hanging out over at your house. And I know you can cook, so I expect to eat while I'm there. It's something, dessert, pork chops, meatloaf, something. But I was saying that yesterday was my first Valentine's Day with you all on YouTube, and it was also the very first Valentine's Day that I not only like myself but I love myself. So Milton Leroy and I had a great time yesterday. Um, I was saying last year, it wasn't that I didn't like myself. It was just that I didn't fully, still wasn't digging myself like I am now. Um, I think it was more love than like last year. we were, we were just getting to know each other. We were new in the relationship. And this year, it's just full blown love. I can't deny it. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Um, what did you do yesterday, Britt? Melvin says that you have a new someone in your life, and I congratulations. I hope you had a great time yesterday. Um, we were on live yesterday, so we had a great time. With family laughing, and then um, went to a virtual concert with Fantasia and Anthony Hamilton. Thanks to cousin Sunkiss and Nene. Um, and I got to talk to cousin Charlene. So it was a great day. It was a great day all the way around. No complaints. No complaints ever. Other than, and it's really not a complaint. I probably laughed too hard. Um, and like I said, I don't have as much of the steroids in my system anymore because they lowered the dose. Um, so, when the dose is higher, I can breathe a lot better. And now that it's lower, I have to monitor laughing and skipping around like Mary Poppins. Hold on 1 minute. I gotta slide out of frame. 1 minute, Britt. I'll be right back. Right back, honey. Whew. Okay, I'm back. You working? No, you're not working today, are you, Britt? Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Happy morning after the day of love. And like I said, every day is the day of love, let's do the morning devotional. So it's been a minute since I was on. Kind of got out of sync. I read it, to myself every morning, but haven't been on to read it to you all. We did yesterday, so today is February 15th. The daily message is, love restores what pride ruins. Ooh. Saying, I'm sorry or I forgive you takes humility, but it rebuilds bridges that pride would burn. Today, choose reconciliation over ego and let love lead the way back to peace. Life rule of the day. Love builds bridges. Pride burns them. The scriptures from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 2. Always be humble and gentle. Be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love. The closing prayer. Lord, give me humility to choose love over pride today. Amen. Amen. Oh, that's a great one. Yeah. And when I read them on here, I have to purposely not read it first thing in the morning. So if I know I'm coming live in the morning, I wait until I'm on live to read it for the day. I like that one. And then I say I like it like I didn't write it, but keep in mind I started this book, this devotional like last year. Around the end of April of last year, beginning of May of last year. So the January, February parts were written a while back. So even though I wrote it, it's still new to me. Every morning that I read it, still new. And y'all, we having our morning coffee this morning. It's a rainy day here in Alabama. And that's good. I don't have any plans of going out. Didn't have any plans and don't have any plans of going out. I don't see myself leaving until Friday the 20th. Yeah, that's it. That's my next appointment. So, and that's just a routine appointment. Nothing long, nothing uh, complicated or complex about that appointment. It should be just in and out, and it's really close. So, well, wait a minute. I have 2 appointments that day. Okay. Good thing I remember. Good thing I remember. Okay, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. So, I'm pretty sure it's on my phone and my calendar. It's just not on the calendar on the wall here. So yeah, and plus they always send a reminder, so it'll be okay. Yeah, Milton Leroy is on one. Oh yes, that's so sweet. That's so sweet, Britt. Oh, well, honey, I'm glad. I'm glad they did. It, and it doesn't take much to make someone's day, to make their heart happy, bring a smile to the face, a tear to the eye. I'm so glad. Look, y'all see Milton Leroy? He is on one this morning. I think maybe he's gonna try out for the gymnastics or something. I don't know. I'm gonna cheer him on. I'm sure it did. It's making my day just you telling me about it. So I am glad. I am glad. No, Milton Lee right now. We sat up and did silly stuff all day, which is laughing. Laughing and yeah. And more laughing. I was telling cousin Charlene, about the phone pranks, Brittany. So I was telling her that one afternoon I'll come on live and I'll do I'll do a phone prank or two on for y'all. You know, at the end of most days, we all can use something to distract us, and laughter is indeed the best medicine and the best distraction from a stressful day. So, yeah. Brittany said, please. I'm going to have to come on early enough. And I know that, we're in different time zones. So even if it's early for me, it'll still be later for them. They should be off work. Because I want to come on before like the car dealerships close. Because, I like calling the Dodge dealerships. I'm trying to get a Caravan, honey. And I can call Walmart at any time. Well, before 11 o'clock here. Okay, good, honey. Send them on. We'll probably do it next week. You ready, Britt? I'll probably do it next weekend. How about that? Next Saturday or next Friday night when everybody's getting in and from the weekend and just ready to collapse and rest and do nothing. Get them in a good mood for the weekend. How about that? They're going to Saturday laughing and having a good time. Yeah. So I plan to do that then. And y'all, I'm so excited about April, the sarcoidosis awareness items. They came out beautifully, better than I could have imagined. Now I don't have the proofs yet. They should be here on the 19th, and I'm hoping that they get here early. When I order my proofs or my author copies, it takes 2 weeks. But when someone goes on, like if I order it as a customer, if I just have to see it or have to have it, I go on and I order it as a customer, and I can get it within 2 days with Amazon Prime. But since I did order a lot of them, it's gonna take them. It says the 19th. Look at that! Come on in. Hey Tony, I didn't see you. You know, since now you have a key, you can just come on in. I did not see you. I'm so sorry. You said about 10 minutes ago. Oh, wow. Tony. Tony, I am so sorry. Was I here? Oh, there ain't no telling. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey, Cousin Tony, welcome in. How have you been doing? Oh, let me write that down. So we have the 20th, February 20th. We'll do the phone pranks. I'll do them at 5 p.m. That'll be 6 p.m. for mostly everyone else. Like I said, hopefully they'll be home and ready to laugh and relax. Hey, cousin, where have you been? African princess look, yeah. I mean, this is a usual look for me. Oh, okay, Tony, because you know I wouldn't ignore my kinfolk. No. This is, um, I've been doing good. Treatment, I will say this. Tony, I did everything right. I had grits. I even have pictures. I have grits. I had grits. Thank you, cousin. Thank you. Grits, eggs, cheese eggs. And felt great. Didn't bother my stomach. I was up early. Still a little bit nervous because, like I said, I was going to get a higher dose that day, and I did. I got 700. They bumped me from 500 up to 700 because still no results, right? They even had to call me in some medication to even get me to my appointment Friday to be able to get me to my appointment on the 10th. So I, like I said, did everything right. Was feeling great when I got there. The infusion went great. Did not get sick during the infusion one time. They adjusted my pre-meds again as well. When I left, I was ready to go jump dishes. I was telling people, oh, good, okay. Good afternoon, cousin. I keep forgetting that because it is morning here. Yeah, cousin Tony, I was ready to go jump ditches. You hear me? I was ready to go jump ditches, harass a few men, whatever. You know, I was ready. I get in the car. I make a stop because I've forgotten to buy ginger ale, crackers, and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's 8:48 here. Okay. So I stop, I get ginger ale, I get crackers and all that good stuff. I make it to the city limits and just dizzy's the best of bug. I got to pull over. I'm sick on my stomach. I mean, it was just like I could feel it, but it came quick. So I was able to pull over. I pulled over into a parking lot. Every time I was able to pull over into a parking lot. So I got the crackers and ginger ale out and, had a few, and I sat there for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I can make it home. Got a little piece down the road from there, and I started feeling nauseous. So pulled over for that. Waited a little while, and the whole time, the dizziness is just getting worse. So yeah, I after 3 stops, I made it home. What I think is gonna have to happen, I'm not. Yeah. I didn't have a choice. Like I said, I'm only doing it because I have to. If I had any other option, I would definitely take it. So Queen V has my location. She knows where I live. So if I take a car service and it's apparent that I'm gonna be kind of out of it, hopefully if she sees that they're taking me anywhere other than my house, she can call me and I'll be alert enough, to take action. And that's my only concern. The car service would work great, for every other appointment, but the appointment that I take, to go get the infusion, knowing that on the way home at some point, I'm not going to be, completely at myself because of how it makes me feel. Um, that's scary to me. Like I said, I have, childhood SA in my, you know, that's a part of my life. So I'm still apprehensive about doing it. And that's the only way I can feel a little bit safer by doing it, is that someone else has my location and will be able to see. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I can get that. That is provided to me. It's just that, like I said, I'm the part that makes me apprehensive about it is not being completely at myself on the way back. Not being completely in my right mind, because even though Queen Bee was talking to me on my way home after I stopped for the third time, and I'm thinking that I'm telling her that I am close to home. And she's getting ready to call law enforcement because I'm saying I feel like I'm close to home. But in my mind, I was saying I'm really close to home. I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes. And I was like 4 turns away. Um, and like I said, every time I was able to pull off and be in a parking lot, I knew where I was at. It wasn't that I was disoriented to the point that I didn't know where I was at. I just, it wasn't safe for me to continue driving. And it's, especially if you're sick on your stomach, actively sick on your stomach. So I had to pull over for that. But like I said, the words that I was saying were not the words that were in my head were not the words that were coming out of my mouth. And when she was saying, I'm going to call law enforcement, see if they can. And I'm thinking, no, don't call them. Because I present as someone who's impaired. And I'm not trying to be unalive, because they're thinking that I'm impaired by illegal substances or something like that, or alcohol. So no, I was like, no, do not call them. I stay in a small country town, and yeah, I don't even think they would ask any questions before doing it. All they would have to notice is that I'm not making any sense. And yeah, so yeah, yeah, they will. Yeah, that's right, because we all do. Um, Definitely, I know I have and will, continue to fall short, at times. I just pray and ask for forgiveness and guidance and protection, and try to get it right the next time. So, like I said, that's the only plan I have, because my uncle, he had to go to the doctor. He hurt his shoulder and it was swollen, and that was the only appointment that he could get, which was the same day as my appointment. And even though he was like, well, I can cancel my appointment. No, I mean, he's hurting, not able to sleep, and you can tell how he's, catering to that side, and just the slightest movement, I can hear him grunt or, make a frown that he's in pain. Yes, Tony, because I just don't see, unless God sends an angel, to drive me. Um, I don't see another way besides Queen Bee being able to see where I am and knowing that um, that if she sees them taking a detour or making the turn that's they shouldn't, that she can call me, and hopefully I'll become alert enough that I can, hey, what's going on. Because that is my concern. Like I said, if I, if you've ever been, like I said, the only way I can put it is because I do have SA I've been, I've dealt with that as a child. I'm really apprehensive about being in a situation where I'm not completely in my right mind or completely able to defend myself if I need to. So that's what the deal is with the car service, Tony. It's not that I'm just being hard-headed or stubborn, and it may all work out fine. It's just, because I've experienced that before. I don't want to be, I definitely don't want to put myself in a situation where it will happen again. Or it could happen again, or I feel like it could happen again, you know? Yes, definitely. Definitely. Thank you, cause you. He always says, he's like, you deserve so much more, and I'm thankful for what it is. I am so grateful for the small and humble beginnings, because I know that one day, God will do what I mean, he's already doing it. I've met y'all. I've learned so much. Like I said, I have cheaper car insurance. I have cheaper car insurance. I've met others who are traveling this journey with sarcoidosis, with me, and who have gone before me, and I can get advice from them. A lot of great things have happened, and just because it's small doesn't mean it's not making a big impact. Um, so I'm thankful for the small, connected family that I have, because I know I put quality over quantity. And I know you all love me, you support me, you care about my well-being. I can't ask for anything more than that. Yeah, but I'm trying not to gamble. I'm just trying to, cousin. I promise you, I'm just trying to do what I need to do to take care of myself the only way that I can right now. Like I said, if opportunity presents itself, for someone else to drive me, I would be more than grateful, more than thankful, and more than willing to accept it. It's just that being with someone that I don't know, and like I said, presenting as impaired, even though I could tell them, hey, I just finished, they're picking me up from the doggone hospital, so they know, just had something done. And it doesn't even matter, whether it's a male or female, because someone had mentioned, maybe, you feel more comfortable with the female. Well, no, not really. It's just not being in my right mind around anyone. That's a vulnerable place to be in, space to be in. And I'm not comfortable with it. So, like I said, that's the only way I can figure out that I can use the car service. Yes, yes. I agree, Tony. And thank you so much. Hey, cousin! Hey, cousin Charlene! Good morning! I feel great this morning. Thank you, Tony. And I love y'all. I love y'all too. And it shows, like I said, y'all have helped me. Y'all may not realize it, but y'all have helped me through some major issues, I was apprehensive, not even, I'll go beyond that and say just outright scared, fearful of the unknown, of coming on YouTube and telling my story and just talking. But it has helped me reach out for help more, Right. That's right. It has helped me be more transparent. That's why I started coming on live because I wanted to be transparent. But the more I did it, the more I was willing to share. Yes, and I do, and I do. And that's what I was telling someone the other day. I was like, I know that God will make a way. I know that He will. There is no way that He will not. He has brought me too far not to carry me on the rest of the way. Like I said, I'm 54. I've been dealing with this for over 30 years. And yeah, see? Exactly, Tony. I stopped eating like 3 or 4 potato chips before my infusion, calling it breakfast. Because they always ask, do you have anything on your stomach? You need to have something on your stomach before you take your meds. And me like, yeah. I ate, yeah. 3, 4 chips, yeah. I ate. 3, 4 chips in the ginger ale. Or a cup of tea. Yeah, I now I can, yes, I had grits. Yes, 30 years, cousin. 30 years. Because they don't even ask, what did you have for breakfast? But now I'm like, yeah, I had grits, homemade grits, slow cooked grits, and cheese and eggs. And it was so good. So good. And like I said, because I've been doing it now for me, y'all, this old girl, she is hustling. But because I've gotten used to doing it, it does not bother my stomach at all. A few mornings now, when I started eating a little bit more, because remember I said I was going to start off small with the grits and then work my way up to a decent size, portion. And so as I was working my way up, it did hurt a little bit. It did cramp my stomach a little bit, but not much. And so now I'm just a breakfast pro. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can. And it's like I said, I didn't find out until the next day why she was so um, panicky. And it's because she was saying, send me a picture where you are, and I can try to figure out where you are and get you some help. And I'm like, thinking, I know where I am, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying to her, I feel like I'm close to home. So that would tell her that you don't know where you are. But in my mind, I'm saying I'm close to home. I really don't have an idea about it. I don't know enough to even speak on it, cousin. I really don't. And that's the God honest truth. I don't watch the news. My social media is limited to you all and TikTok. The things that I watch on YouTube are all uplifting or funny. Yeah. And it's just that, like I said, if I had another choice, and my next appointment is on March the 10th. And you know how people have so many horror stories about everything. I'm already apprehensive about taking the car service. But I'm a little bit more comfortable knowing that my location is being tracked. Um, People are like, well, hopefully they'll come back and get you. If I'm, y'all, if I'm already, having some doubts about doing it, yes. If I'm already having some doubts about doing it, why make it worse? Why even say, well, hopefully they'll come back and get you? I know someone that they didn't even come back and get. And to be stuck over an hour away from home, Oh, and not feeling good. Hun, I would just be outdone. I would be outdone. You hear me? or, or, y'all look at here. Maybe I could just use, I'll see where my uncle is on the 10th because I gave him my schedule. They didn't have it all printed out or in the system when I had my appointment on the 10th because they changed the frequency as well as the dosage of the infusion. Like I said, they went from 500 to 700 milligrams, and they went from every 6 weeks to every 4 weeks, and they added steroids in for that week coming up, 5 days prior to my infusion. They added steroids. And see, I was hyped Tuesday because I had already taken a high dose of steroids. And they gave me more steroids when I got there. So yeah, I was feeling really good. But you know, what goes up must come down. You can't keep taking that high dosage of steroids. That wouldn't be good for me or anybody. Cousin, I saw you say something. Well, we are on the consumer stuff. Probably vice versa. Yeah. I'm gonna check with my uncle. My next appointment is on the 10th of March. So I sent that to him. I haven't heard back from him. So I'll see what he says. So maybe I can get a ride there through the car service, and then he pick me up and bring me home. This might, that will work better for me. A lot better for me. A whole lot better for me. And that wouldn't take much out of his day, and I know he wouldn't care. But I'm still trying to, look out for everybody else too. And then I would still get home safely. So yeah. And y'all see, I have to write everything down. Because I will forget. When I tell you the infusion causes brain fog like no other, it does. Stuff that I know I should know, I cannot remember. And then when I hear it again or see it again, I'm like, I feel stupid because I should have known that. I should have easily known that. Hey, Boo. How you doing? Huh? What's going on? What's going on? Huh? Say, oh, Milton. Say hey. Say hey. Why? Why? What do you have to go do that's so important? Huh? What do you have to go do, man? That's so important. Nothing. What is that from childhood, cousin? Something about Milton. I have white polish on my toes. Milton loves that white polish. He will look at my toes for hours. It's something up with Milton. It's like he's been here before. I mean, y'all ever known a little boy to have a toe fetish? I have to literally keep my toes under the cover. It's like he can sense when they're out. And he comes over, and maybe it's just because the polish is white. I don't know. But he loves it for some reason. And now he's looking at me like, don't be talking about me like that. Don't be telling everybody my business. They built the Leroy is something else. He's got the zoomies this morning. And he didn't have them every morning. Good morning, Christopher. How are you doing this morning? You tired after your day of love yesterday? I hope everybody had a great Valentine's Day. Like I said, we didn't leave the house, don't plan on leaving the house until the 20th. I'm glad. I had a great day. Milton, Leroy, and I had a great day. Went to a virtual concert, so Anthony Hamilton and Fantasia. Too much Jack Frost, yes. But yeah, I had a great day. Went on TikTok, spent time with my family on TikTok, and it's always a good time over there as well, laughing and cutting up. Oh, wait a minute. Oh wow. Oh wow. 13 years? That's a long, long time. That's a long time. And y'all haven't seen Matt in a minute either. And like I said, it's not because he hasn't been here, it's because I haven't been here. And that's for all of y'all. Um How did that grass had me? It was the first thing I thought about this morning was the grass. Y'all be careful buying the organic spinach in New York. It has grass in it. The 11-ounce container, and I remember all the details. The 11-ounce container has grass in the spinach. So be careful. Wash your spinach and pick the grass out of it. But yeah. Yeah. But like I said, I'm glad everybody had a great day yesterday. Melvin, oh my God. Melvin, I talked to Melvin early this morning, and he told Brittany, if you're still here, sis, let Melvin know. I told him I was going to let him know before I went live, and I forgot. Yes, cousin, if you had had a cat, it would not have taken 13 years. Unless you had a scary cat like Milton Leroy. Now, I don't know if he's scared of them or not, but I know he's scared of most things. And I know he has the least bit that you could possibly imagine of survival skills. I'm going to have to put Milton Leroy in karate classes. He running around through here like Bruce Lee anyway, Might as well put him in karate class. Because if somebody come and knock on that door right now, he will come and get behind me. Okay, Brittany, thank you so much. Because I don't think about it until I'm on live. And for me to share the live while I'm on live, it pauses the live. And like I said, thank goodness every time I've done it, I've been able to find my way back. But domestic, yeah, they don't help. Not at all. They're not hungry. They're not amused by, so no, they don't help. Like I said, Milton Leroy had to be rescued and brought on the inside because I'm telling you, he wouldn't have survived outside. Not at all. Not at all. And now he walks around through here like he owns the place. Milton Leroy said he was born to be on the inside. And I'm glad. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Good morning. How are y'all doing? Thank y'all for sharing the concert with us. Had a great time. I was just telling them about it this morning. I'm good. No complaints at all this morning. I didn't have any red cups last night. That's Queen B. You notice Queen B is, yeah, no. It was virtual for me because my cousins were there. Nene and CJ were there. So they went live during the concert and we were able to watch it that way. So that's why I said virtual for us. They were there in person. Yes. Her husband made me cry. So yes. It was great. It was great. And I saw little clips of it this morning before I went live of him, on stage. Yes, yes, yes. Honey, I was over here crying. You know it. And I love it how she is not going to leave the stage without giving God all of the praise, honor, and glory that he deserves. Yes, yes. Brittany just went to get him, Tony. She just went to get Cat Daddy. Because I talked to him this morning and he was like, let me know what time you're going live. And I said, okay. Yes. And it's like that seemingly at all of our concerts that she ends with church. And I love that. Um, now they're going to stresses me. Yeah, that's what it seems like, Tony. That's what it seems like. And I'm talking about a handful of grass too, not just a few blades of grass. I mean, handful of grass. I said, honey, 11 ounces. That looked like 3 or 4 ounces of grass. So yeah, wash your spinach and be careful. But yeah, it was great. So yeah, cousin, thank y'all so much for sharing that with us. I had a great time. And I'm pretty sure when you were crying, Queen B and I were crying as well. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. And because he was like, let me know when you go live, and I was like, I will, Melvin. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna get some more sleep. Let me lay down for a little while longer, and I'll let you know. But like I said, I forgot. I continuously forget. I don't think about it until after I hit that button to go live, and I'm like, uh-oh. Well, hopefully the notifications are on. And they'll get a notification, and come on over. But Nene, I was telling them, that, I do the phone prank. So on the 20th, I'll do a phone prank or two on here. No need to to hide it all over on TikTok. And I'm gonna do it. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true, cousin. We definitely can. I don't trust it, with all animals. But yeah, we to a certain extent we can. Yeah. I feel like, I got some cousins over here that might want to laugh and have a great time too. And plus it's a welcome distraction, laughter at the end of a stressful week or a stressful day. So laughter is truly the best medicine. So 5 o'clock my time will more than likely, like I said, with the different time zones, should still be late enough because I'm trying to catch, the Dodge dealership open. Let me look up and see what time they actually close before I say 5 o'clock. They might close later than, that, and I can call them a little bit later. Give everybody a chance to get home and, get relaxed and ready. And they can enjoy it better. But yeah, I want to call the dealership and Walmart, and Brittany said she had some numbers for me, so I'm gonna I'll make a few calls. Like I said, 2 minimum. Yes, she does, Tony. Yes, she does. Just her voice alone will make you cry. Why are humans looking outside for pleasure? Well, there are things of pleasure, outside of yourself, and outside of your home. I like going on mental health rides. I may not get out of the car. Going through the car wash is mental health therapy for me. I love a car wash. I like being able to let go of the wheel. I feel like I'm driving, like I might be like Night Rider or something. You know what I mean? Just let go of the wheel and let the car wash just inch my car through. I love it. I love the sound of the brushes and the water. I love all of it. So there are, things that you can find pleasure in outside of your home. If that's what you're speaking about. Because like I said, I started to go on a Valentine's Day mental health ride yesterday, and it just kind of slipped away from me. Time kind of got away from me, and we didn't. Because, I prefer not to drive at night. And plus, that would not be a mental health ride. That'd be a mental health nightmare. That probably set my mental health treatment back about 3 or 4 years. Me trying to drive at night and find my way back home. Milton Leroy probably never be the same after that ride. After that ride. But yeah, I do. And if there was like a lake or oh sorry y'all, a lake or a quiet waterfall that I could go to, I would love to go and just sit for hours and listen to the water. But I don't know of any. And I've asked people, are there any? And I want it to be like, not like right on the highway, but off enough that I could safely pull over at a safe distance. But I don't want to be in the woods. things things happen in the country woods, so, and there are creatures back there, so yeah, that's why I like going to the beach. I can go out there at any time of morning, any time of day, and just go and sit and listen to the water. And I like going out like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. No, I did not know that, cousin. I did not know that Google is doing such a thing. Now, I don't need the money for that. Not that, that's because I'm up. And I only sleep for a couple of hours at a time. Simply because, I may start off on one side and then, pain will wake you up. So I turn all night long like a rotisserie chicken at Walmart. Just always turning, trying to find a comfortable spot. So a lot of times I get up, and try to move around and stuff like that. So when I'm at the beach and I wake up that time of morning, I just go outside. Just go outside, because you sit on the balcony and you're looking at the water or listening to the water. It's so peaceful. And the smell, I love the smell of the water. So yeah. It's freeing, it's cleansing. Yeah, I'm having to reposition, but I'm also trying to keep from Milton Leroy's down here by my feet. And I'm trying to keep from moving the wheel over his tail. Bless his heart, Lord. Milton Leroy is busy this morning, y'all. And I do mean busy. He's up under the desk like he's working on a car. And I didn't see that other comment. So are you baked in the... Christopher, what does that mean? What does that mean, cousin? Are you baked in the... You mean like the fiber gummies? The fiber gummies that I like. And speaking of fiber gummies, we were talking last night um, about the spirit walk that I went on. I think I told y'all about the spirit walk I went on after I had my first fiber gummy. I didn't know to cut it in half or to cut it in fourths, and I went on the spirit walk all night long. It was something else. If I didn't tell y'all about it, I'll tell y'all about it at another time. But yeah, I went on the spirit walk. Yeah, like I said, I know nothing about that, cousin. I didn't know Google was doing such a thing. Um, mm-mm. Yeah, I just know what I know. I just look at what I look at. I stay away from, like I said, from the news and stuff like that, and just choose to create my own happiness. And y'all that know me, you know it don't take much. It don't take much. A telephone, uh, that's all it really takes. Is a line outside, and I will create my own happiness by playing on the phone. So, if you have somebody you want me to get, send me an email. Give me their number and a little bit of information. But for the most part, like I said, Brittany has some numbers. I have some numbers. And, oh, I keep saying I need to put some. Yeah, the 20th would be great. That way Ethel May's phone will be back in service. Mm-hmm. First spirit walk took us to the upper room. Well, no, it didn't take me there. But I did meet Milton Leroy. I think I told y'all about this on my first infusion treatment. Remember? Back in July. I was talking about the spirit walk that I went on. And it was an orange kitten that was beating up an alligator. He was dragging the alligator into the bushes. And I was like, I'm going to make him let the alligator go, and I'm going to take the kitten home. And then lo and behold, that was in July that I was telling y'all about the spirit walk. Because I'd had it like the end of June, maybe at the beginning of July. I have to go back and read my journal. But, and then Milton Leroy found me in August. So, and I don't know if I've told y'all, I've never had a dream that did not come true. Whether it was a dream that made me laugh or a dream that made me cry. I've never had a dream that did not come true. And that's why I know that, this is not to be the end of, what it's going to look like. Because in my dreams, this is not what it looks like. This is just a part of my journey. But, yeah, I went on the spirit walk, and they didn't tell me to cut the fiber gummies in half. I know now to cut it in fourths. Because even a half is too much. A half will keep me up all night laughing. A whole will send me on the spirit walk and knock me out. Me either, because I ain't read nobody's directions. Never do. Never do. And it got me. It got me. Yes, we definitely know now. Like I said, I'll cut it in eighths if I have to. But definitely not just... Because I'm telling you, I was paralyzed for hours. I couldn't move. I woke up in a cave, and it was some guys playing spade, and they were dressed like they were from Saudi Arabia, And I was like, who are y'all? And he said, we're Bin Laden's children. We're Bin Laden boys. Bin Laden boys, and they were cool. They were cool as all get out. So they were playing spades and they were hollering and, cutting up and just playing, having a good time playing spades. So I left the cave, and that's when okay, well, let's back up first. When I realized I was paralyzed, I was like, okay, this is going to be my last night. So I'm not going to try to fight it because I couldn't move. So I couldn't even call for help. So I'm like, okay. And I'm listening to what I would describe as my body shutting down. I don't even have a gallbladder, but I can hear my gallbladder making secretions. And how I know that it was my gallbladder, because I was like, what is that? And something said that's your gallbladder. And I'm like, okay. And then my eyes, they like just came out of the socket. And I was like, I would love to be able to see what you're about to do. And they flipped around and they were looking at me like, okay, well, now you can see what I'm about to do. So one by one, they slid down my nose. And then my right eye was on my top lip, right here on this corner. Left eye was on my bottom lip. And they moonwalked past each other. And then one by one, they slid down my chin, did a backflip, and back into my eye sockets. That's what happened before I woke up in the cave. And like I said, I was in the cave with the Bin Laden boys. They were playing spades. I left the cave, was walking, and then I saw an orange kitten dragging an alligator by its neck into the bushes. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get this kitten to let go of the alligator, and then I'm going to take the kitten home. Well, when I made the kitten let the alligator go, the kitten called me out of my name, and I was like, well, dang. Man, you can't go home with me. And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, wow. I should have let the kitten continue doing what he was doing, because forever, alligators have been destroying kittens, so this was the kitten's chance to get up on the alligator, My bad. So I woke up the next morning. Now, I've been on this spirit walk all night long. I woke up the next morning. I was not in pain. I was jumping ditches. Yes. I was jumping ditches. I felt great. And I did it again the next night. Because I'm like, oh, I haven't felt this good, slept that great in over 30 years. I don't think I'd ever slept like that in my life. And especially woke up feeling like that? Never. So I took another one the next night. Same thing. But this night I was ready. I knew to already be in the position that I wanted to be in when it took hold. Last time it caught me in like on my side or something like that. This time I was in there just laid down on my back, waiting on it to take hold. And it did. And it did. And I didn't go on this, the journey that I went on the night before, which was nice. It was calm. It was relaxed. Like I said, the boys in the cave were really nice. I didn't know how to play spades. Maybe I would have played, could have joined in on the game, but I didn't know how to play. I don't know how to play. So yeah. And now that I know to cut it in fourths, but see, I can't take the fiber gummies all the time, so just can't do it. So, but the effects of it is really, really great. It's really helpful. And I can't really go into detail why I can't take the fiber gummies all the time, but just know if I could, I would. Whoever came up with the fiber gummies, thank you. Thank you. They help. And they don't make you hungry either. Because I now, the whole one, when I did that first night, when I woke up the next morning, yeah, I was hungry. I was hungry. But taking it at the right dose, no, it didn't make you hungry at all. Not at all. And plus, like I said, if I'm gonna eat, I have to cook. And I didn't feel like cooking. I felt like jumping ditches, and going out and doing some other stuff, but not cooking. Not cooking. But y'all, I was trying to see if Melvin was gonna slide through and grace us with his presence this morning. And watch, as soon as I get off of here, he'll pop right back up on my phone talking about, where you at? I was looking for you on live. Where you at? That's Melvin. That's Melvin. Not great. Yeah. And Cousin Charlene, that's a good thing, because I'm not a big fan of water. But when I take my fiber, huge fan of water. And y'all know I haven't had a pickle since I started drinking that lemon water. When Queen Bee suggested drinking the lemon water to replace eating pickles, it really, really works. Nana said, don't lie to these people. They know Melvin. They know Melvin. That's why Tony was asking about it. They know Melvin. They know that I'm stretching it out a little bit or a lot. And Tony was asking where he was at. So yeah, they know him. They said, don't lie to these people. You know Melvin watched the replay. Why were you talking about me like that? Why are you putting all my business out there like that? And yeah, Melvin is determined that he going to a Mother's Day brunch. Yes. I'm working on it, cousin. I'm working. You gotta try to outsmart a kid when you're talking to Melvin. I mean, a street kid at that. Like I said, Melvin is like the great. I guess I'll take some of his mouth. He'll be here. He'll pop up. He'll pop up. I'm coming back on this afternoon. Later on tonight, I'll put it like that. I'll be back on this evening. So yeah, even if we're on live on TikTok, when I leave, I'm coming over here for a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm watching Milton Leroy. Okay. All right. I lost my train of thought. I forget what I was saying. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you, cause I'm coming too. Okay. Okay, and tomorrow. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, but Melvin, he's feeling better. He said he had to go to the store this morning. So maybe that's where he is now. Yes. I'll be on later on today. This afternoon. Well, I say afternoon, but it's more like evening. I'll be back. I wish I can't. Oh, I don't know how to see. Check something here. Give me a minute. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Y'all do me a favor. Will y'all hit the like button before y'all leave, before I get off? Because I see it's 7 in here and 3 likes. So if y'all would do me a favor, so they'll match up. I don't know why. The OCD, the TISM, my capacity. I've been meaning to ask y'all that. every time, and I forget. And then I don't know why I feel like they need to match, but thank you if you hit it and they do match. I would appreciate it. Um, and like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here because I am coming back this evening. Um, Thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning, and going over my spirit walk with me. And again, cousin, thank y'all for letting us come on the virtual. Oh wow, there's 17 there. No, it's pretty. I can send some warm rays your way. How about that? Send some warm vibes and some positive vibes your way, okay, cousin? Because it's well above that here. I'm not sure exactly what. And I don't want to ask old girl and get her talking and, eavesdropping on me again, which I know she already listening. But, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And I will see y'all this afternoon. I love y'all. We love you. No spirit walking. Okay. Okay. You too, cousin Charlene. You too. Have an amazing day and a wonderful Sunday on purpose and with purpose. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here and hanging out with me this morning. And I'm gonna try. Okay, you coming back, cousin? Okay. I'm going to I say try, but try gives room for excuses. So I will finish out the rest of this month. Thank y'all, cousin. I love y'all too. I really do. I love y'all too. Thank y'all so much. Um, like I said, I'm not gonna try. Try by saying the word try gives room for excuses. So I'm going to finish out the rest of this month by going live every day. Like I said, I wasn't here for a few days because of I wasn't feeling well, and then after the treatment I really was not feeling well. That treatment felt like they gave me a mega dose of Epicap syrup and super strength X-Lax. Yeah, so it was really working on me in my stomach, and it's gotten better. I've only had one episode this morning, so we're getting there. Hopefully in a few more days it'll all be over with as far as the stomach issues from the infusion. Because I was reading that it said it could last for up to 2 weeks after the infusion. Oh wow, that's a long time. Yes, yes, yes. And one day y'all gonna watch me jump some ditches. And I don't mean in my car either. I mean, because I can do that right now. I can jump a few ditches in my car right now. But nah, not in my car. All right, I love y'all. Happy Sunday. Have a wonderful day. I will see y'all in a little bit, okay? Get something good to eat. FedEx me a plate if you feel like it. Always down to eat something. I don't know what we eating today. This might just be a day of fast. How about that? I'm not sure. But I don't know what we eat, but I see you, dude. I don't know what we eat. Okay, baby, I'll see you later. I don't know what we eat for lunch or dinner. Breakfast was grits. I'm hooked on those butter grits. Butter and cheese grits. I'm hooked on it. Thank you, Tony. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Milton Leroy says, Happy Sunday. Yeah. Happy Sunday, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. What you doing back there?